I am at a loss.
Good morning,
Good
Mr.
morning.
Ingram.
Good morning. I'm at a loss.
Yeah, go ahead now. Tell me why you're at a loss.
I am at a loss.
Yeah.
You are a young man. You're referring the same principle you're applying to. Didn't come now. You're not seeing anybody else can apply to
Anybody else like who? Like
the
Mark
Prime
Goldie?
Minister. The Prime Minister.
In what way?
His statutory declaration is not certified.
And who has responsibility for certifying the Prime Minister's statutory declaration?
He have an obligation to prove his wealth.
Yes, and did he not do so?
No,
In what way he did not do so?
because several things he requested were not presented.
So did the Prime Minister not present to the Jamaican people that everything by way of letter that they asked
No,
him for?
no.
So what is the Integrity Commission asking for, Mr. Ingram, that the Prime Minister have not provided?
It's all contained in the document that was presented.
No, we are asking you. You said he never provided. So give me the evidence that you have that he did not provide.
Proof of income.
So is the Prime Minister not gaining an income for being Prime Minister, sir?
Oh, so you don't understand the requirement.
May I ask Mr. Ingram, is the Prime Minister gaining?
I heard the question I asked, and therefore I'm asking you if you're not aware of the procedure applied.
I am aware.
All government workers at a certain level are required by law to declare how they get their income. All government work, you don't have to apply to the Prime Minister alone. From the moment you're at a certain level in the government service.
Mr. Ingram, so the Prime Minister gains a salary by way of being the Prime Minister.
Yes. Yes.
His wife is also a business person. The Prime Minister.
I'm not discussing his wife this morning.
So the Prime Minister, from his income, and this is what he provided to the over the years of being a member of Parliament, being a minister, being a Prime Minister, being opposition leader, being a Prime Minister again.
We're not talking about the years. We're not talking about the years. We're talking about the specific year in which its statutory declaration is required to be approved. The respective
all right,
years.
for the year 2023.
That's a basic requirement by law.
We're going to work out this because we are intelligent people. The Prime Minister had been member of Parliament for 27 years. See? 28 years now. But by him being a member of Parliament,
why are you going back to 27 years?
I am showing you where the Prime Minister gets his income from, Mr. Ingram.
No, man, that's irrelevant.
It can't irrelevant. You're asking that the Prime Minister did not prove his income, and I am telling where he got his income
for specific years.
Then Mr. Ingram, the Prime Minister would not have been the Prime Minister in 2022 and 2023. So where would he get an income from that for those years, Mr. Ingram? We reason as big people now.
No, hold on. Big people don't apply here. Big people don't apply here. That's basic principle. All government workers at a certain level are required by law to declare their statutory income. Their obligation is to prove how they acquire their wealth. That's
I am saying to you, Mr. Ingram, that the Prime Minister is Prime Minister and he gets an income for being Prime Minister. So
he only gets he only gets an income as Prime Minister?
No, he has other business interests where he invests money.
Hold on. Let me explain to you. The Prime Minister is already at the maximum of a threshold. Therefore, any other income above that must be declared.
What is the threshold, Mr. Ingram?
In his case, $6 million.
How can it be $6 million, Mr. Ingram? When
yes. In Jamaica, the law. No, listen and learn. In Jamaica, the law.
Ingram, what you're saying is misleading the people. The Prime Minister get $9.8 million for his salary alone.
I'm making a statement of fact. Listen and learn. In Jamaica, you have two thresholds. Two current threshold. Now one is 1.7. The next is 6 million right now. anything above the 6 million must be taxed at 25%.
And I'm asking you, Mr. Ingram, what is the prime?
33%.
We're going to agree with us that the threshold is 6 million. Mr. Ingram, how much does...
Don't agree with me. We are discussing facts here.
I am agreeing with you that the threshold is 6 million. How much does the Prime Minister...
Agree.
Hold on, Mr. Ingram. How much does a Prime Minister get for his salary for the year? Tell me.
That question is redundant.
It is not redundant, Mr. Ingram.
Yes, it is redundant because what we're talking about, listen, you know what is happening here? We talk a lot and we don't get back to the facts. That's a problem.
All right, tell me the facts, Mr. Ingram.
The fact is that a category worker like the Prime Minister, he is already at the maximum. Therefore, any other income earned must be declared.
Okay, so Mr. Ingram, let me say something to you. I want the Jamaican people to listen to this now. See? In the Prime Minister's statutory declaration, the Prime Minister had sold some shares in a company that he had invested in. Those shares came up to an extra 1.9 million Jamaican dollars for that year.
That is not correct.
The Prime Minister is the one.
That is not correct.
Mr. Ingram, I talk already. Hold on, let me start when I talk. When I done, you can't rebut me. See? For that year, the Prime Minister earned an extra 1.9 million Jamaican dollars on top of his salary, which he gets. That his salary is 9.8 million Jamaican dollar currently. See? The very next year, the Prime Minister lost that 1.9 million dollar because he reinvested it in stocks and bonds. And we know how that go. You will lose your money. He lose it. The Prime Minister is the one who pointed out that to the Integrity Commission at the time. And that is what they're holding on to. Saying the Prime Minister is enriching himself for extra 1.9 million Jamaican dollars. They are playing politics, Jamaica. See? What is 1.9 million Jamaican dollar for your Prime Minister thief? What is that? Unmute yourself, Mr. Ingram. Invite Mr. Ingram to unmute himself, guys.
Yes, I'm on mute now. Listen me carefully here now. You are talking a lot of things and they are grossly incorrect.
They are not incorrect, Mr. Ingram. Have you read Have you read the report, Mr. Ingram? Have you read the report?
Have you read the report?
Of course. Have you read the report, Mr. Ingram? Then how you don't know about the 1.9 million, Mr. Ingram?
No, listen. I know a lot about the 1.9, but I'm taking you back to the basics. You don't argue like that.
All right,
let us stick to the facts.
Hold on, let me just ask you a slightly different question now. See? And Mr. Ingram, you're an older gentleman to myself, and I have a lot of respect for my elders.
There's no need to go to 1,000,001 question. Let us just walk through the facts.
All right.
If you do that this morning, you'll understand what's happening.
Hold on, Mr. Ingram, let me ask you this. See? You're General Secretary Dayton Campbell.
I'm not discussing Dayton Campbell right now.
All right, bye-bye, Mr. Ingram. Look more.
It will always reach that stage. It will always...
Another Peenpee come up. Dayton Campbell is the subject. Mr. Ingram is trying to change the subject. See? He's trying to change the subject. The Integrity Commission is holding on to the Prime Minister's statutory declaration. The Prime Minister has nothing to do with the certification of his statutory declaration, Jamaica. He has nothing to do with it. It is solely and down to the Integrity Commission to certify the Prime Minister's documents. The Prime Minister submitted his documents. See? The Prime Minister showed them what he earned and what he earned for that year extra. And that extra what he earned was 1.9 million Jamaican dollars. The very next year, he reinvested that 1.9 million Jamaican dollars and he lost it. See? And the Integrity Commission is holding and refusing to sign the Prime Minister's statutory declaration for 1.9 million Jamaican dollars. That's it. The Prime Minister have not stolen anything from the Jamaican people. Not even a dollar. It is his money that he invests, his own money, his money that he worked for as Prime Minister. He invests a little bit of that in a stocks and shares. And he gained $1.9 million from it. And he reinvests it the next year and lost that money, Jamaica. And this is what the Integrity Commission, when you read the report, I want to pick sense out of nonsense. Mr. Ingram come to change the subject and change the topic. See? Now, I was wanting to ask Mr. Ingram that now that Dayton Campbell was caught on a voice recording, you know, dispersing money corruptly, should Dayton Campbell remain on the ECJ and as CEO of the People's National Criminal Organization? I see you in the comment section, Mr. Ingram. Answer that question. And then maybe I can come back up.
We're going to jump. My voice gone. My voice no. You should ask him where's the forensic audit report that was done by the IC, why they haven't revealed it and showed the public what transpired in that, because they paid a lot of money. To me, it's waste of tax money. Searching out for one
court case, you know. That's why you see them back down, because all of that will come out in a court case.
Yeah, because my question is, if you're going to spend I gather, and it's alleged it's 30 million Jamaican dollars. If you're going to spend so much money to find something and you haven't find anything, that's waste of funding. That's waste of funding. You can't go on and spend public sector money as if you think it's yours. Yeah, that's what I mean.
Something.
Yeah, when you're doing, you have to do things under prudency.
In this day and age, there is no way where Jones can steal money and hide it in a Jamaica. Impossible.
Yeah.
It can't happen.
And then again, Dojan, the forensic audit company that they hired is far more independent than the Integrity Commission. Reason being, that person is not from Jamaica. That person does not know the Prime Minister. Exactly. You understand me? Yes, so they have nothing against the Prime Minister. What about that report?
You know why? Because the report did not find anything. Because if it did find something, they would have presented it to the people to say the Prime Minister is coming.
And to me, those people at the IC should never be there, and have several reasons for it.
They might live up very, very soon, man. Soon, then gone.
I have several reasons for it. Yes, the Auditor General should not sit on the commission, because she also reviews the audit files and whatever processes that they do in the company. So it's basically the reporting and the very company that you're auditing that has never been done before. So you see, when they put her in place a long time, my brother and I were saying it, that is madness. Madness. Because the Auditor General sit there and doing what? And she's an auditor. She's in charge of auditing every single government agency, including the IC, which she's a part of. That don't make no sense.
Well, Mr. Warmington is suggesting that the Parliament be the place as the last person that audits the Integrity Commission. So
yeah. And even
that's the idea.
You see, Albion Jackson Miller is I never say she can't sue me. I'm sure she's not a nice person. She says she answer question that comes on her platform on YouTube. And I ask her the question, you're talking about conflict of interest. What about the very Auditor General who sits on the Commissioner's Board that is a part of the IC, which she's auditing? Don't you find that that's conflict of interest? She do not answer it. What Diane Jackson does, anything that she sees in the public eye, that's what she speaks on. That means she's not relevant.
Diane Jackson Miller, let me tell her what she's a fame hungry kind of person, and whenever you see something where you see her get traction, she talk on that and then don't talk on nothing else. See, and she's a comrade as well.
Yeah, you see, JFJ also asks for them to remove, that is Jamaica for Justice, aside last week. They also asked for the Auditor General to remove from the IC. So it's when people are talking with sense, they listen, and I'm wondering to myself, it's only when things come out in the media you start talk. Those agencies should be the one that bringing out stuff and highlighting and educating the people of Jamaica what is happening, rather than us listening to what newspapers are saying. What about you doing your own searching and report? Because to
You
me,
have to remember, you know, my boss say, Dan Jackson Milan, all of the media, they are working in the interest of the People's National Criminal Organization. See? So,
and listen what is happening now. You see, because Donald Trump remove funding from many things that he has done. Integrity Commission, not Integrity Commission, NIA, and all of those may not get enough funding as what they used to get. That's why you see what they are doing now is kind of be cautious in what they are putting out. You follow what I'm saying? Because Donald Trump himself said, he not like misinformation. Not saying he's the greatest president, but at the same time, he's looking at what they are doing. You follow me? And it's a chance that they may not get no more funding from USA. So that's why you see them a taper down now. If you notice, they're not coming out and doing certain things like them used to. Daniel Archer, when she spoke about campaign financing and strengthening laws, why didn't she come out point blank and made it be clear what is being alleged at the St. Catherine Parish Council and KCMC?
and where Daniel Archer is also a PNP.
Yeah, but I know that, but I'm saying her argument is not truly weighted when she's doing stuff. Reason being, when anything come out on the Jamaica Labour Party, even when she knows it's just an investigation, and even when she knows it is not true by even reading, she come out and make a big thing about it. But when she sees something that comes in the paper,
You see none of them about Dayton Canberra now?
you see, enough things me know me not want to talk. You see, true? Me not supposed to do certain things. They are not nice people. They are power hungry. And we have to be careful as Jamaicans because a lot of people don't understand what is happening. You see, when I cheat a lot of people and I show them something and I say to them, are you paying mortgages? Them say yes. You say, you have a car loan? Them say yes. So I say, you support the People's National Party. Them ask, why me ask a question then? When I say, ask a question, them say, yes, I support it. You say, why? Them say, family. You say, listen to me. You say, Peenpee going up power, interest rate going up higher, you may lose your house. You may lose your car. Them say, what you mean? I say, the People's National Party, when it comes down to running the economy, they don't know how to manage inflation. And inflation is mitigating when we are trying to control by using interest rate. When interest rate goes up on your mortgage or your car loan, chances are you may lose your house, you may lose your car. So I am appealing to those that who have mortgages and car loans. Be very careful when you are voting. Don't vote on because my mother had this and my father had this. Be careful when you're voting because it is known. And you can go check the facts. Go on DUJ website and put in interest rates.
You know, me say something to the Jamaican.
It's true. Not what I said. Don't believe what I said.
Me said something to the Jamaican. You see, the current Jamaican Prime Minister Andrew Holness, he's not only the Prime Minister of Jamaica, he holds about 10 or 11 international positions. So, if you don't want to find fool on yourself and leg of a man like that, guess what? The very next day, he can left and go to any country go work and work millions of dollars on it, alright? And because I love him people and development time people, that is why he's there. See? Mark Gold in a love way. Yes, love way.
And I have heard that Bunting is not to place with daytime camera. And he's asking Mark Golding to remove them. To remove them, I mean. And because them a try, them no one, they make it look bad in the public eye, they're still keeping that man there. Right? You know what they have done? They have no chance of winning Central Kingston anymore, you know? Because a lot of people are not pleased with how they handle Lawrence Rowe. You understand me? And then they're putting a man there that many people in their mind, right, terrorize the area. Yeah. People are afraid. You're not gonna be.
Hold on, my boss. Hear me, you're alive, hear me.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How you guys doing?
Not too bad enough. Happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday to you guys too.
Morning. Hear me.
Morning.
Talk to you now, what you say?
I I have a question, right?
Yes.
Why is Mr. Ingram behaving as if to say the other prime ministers them that was in power never take nothing for the Jamaican people them?
But you know,
Andrew Wellness don't have a life. He don't have no business for himself. That is what I want to know.
Bad mind I have.
I
Yeah,
know
bad
them
bad
mind.
care if you
mind.
know, sir.
Bad
Them
mind,
can't
then
bear if you
bad
know, say
mind.
Andrew.
Yeah,
Them can't bear if
this
you know,
man,
say Andrew. I do all them I do for you. And he
right?
not steal
Exactly.
nothing. Because Andrew
Exactly.
Holness is entitled to
Them,
a pay rise, you know. And Andrew Holness
them
refuses.
can't steer the country, you know, but yet still everything what Andrew do is a problem for them.
All the while.
Listen up.
Mark Golden need to get rid of Dayton Campbell from the things them with all of them doing, they need to move up.
No, no, for the pedophile, for the pedophile, something they time to go on, you know.
Exactly.
Jeremy and use the right
Because when nobody from the labor right organization do anything, they have to get move up or they move up themselves. Someone know what's so special about him.
Jeremy, and when you're talking those things, use the word alleged. Yeah? Please, I know why. It is not what alleged, because if you don't do it, chances are people are going to target Dodgy World and other platforms that does the same thing if you use the word alleged.
That's
Understand?
true, man.
Yeah, may I tell you guys? Yeah. And you know things that are factual. There are many things I can say about dating Campbell, which I can't say in the life. You understand me? But I do not do it. And it's not that Vegas wanted to withdraw this thing. Vegas now you are spending a legal fee, a tit for tat with somebody. You understand me? So that is it. You understand me? Yeah, so not like say, and of course he was forced. He was trying to be more careful. You understand me? Yes. So anybody that thought this was the word alleged, because no one has been prosecuted or charged for some of these things, even though it might well be true what they did. But you know, cover up may go and paying off. You understand me? Yeah.
Dayton Campbell was charged for the crime, my brother. The case never tried. The judge, the member out the judge, the case never tried.
Daniel, Nathaniel, let me explain something what happened. Some of those victims never turned up.
That is the reason why he can't go back a sentence.
Now this is what I'm
That
saying.
is the reason why he run away from there. He have to flee from there.
Now this is what I'm saying now. I'm telling you how life is. You will know some man thief, right? And he rape. It's as long as in that court and them not sentencing, you can't come out and call him a thief. I can tell you that. I'm put it out there publicly. Because the man can end up and sue you. Because guess what? No court never find him anymore at trial. The victims, none of them never turned up. That's what happened. Because they were afraid. You understand me? So the case was thrown out. And all of those people that we brought the case against, none never come off it either. You understand me? Yeah.
Morning.
You know what the FBI the case now do?
What is it?
The FBI.
The FBI can't look into matter.
Hold on, Nathaniel. Go ahead, Margie.
Go ahead.
Morning, Michael. Yeah, I just wake up and realize that you guys are on at it. I really respect the effort that you people as firm labor rights, and I respect the gesture that you can get up a morning time and so early start hammer the message home. It's so refreshing to get up and hear labor rights from the area express themselves. So we just want to join the group and make them know that it's the kind of energy we have to have heading into this election, because a whole heap of distraction that take place, and the less educated people are gravitating to the propaganda. This is how propaganda works, for people who are not very educated. And the PNP is capitalizing on what they perceive as a gangster kind of ideology among the young people. And they use these kind of tactics to distract us from the work of the Prime Minister and the work of the party in general and the progress of the country. You know, so we have to be resilient and try to make these people more aware that the country is heading in the right direction and that the Prime Minister himself is perhaps the most honorable we have ever had in our recent history. And the most hard working, definitely. And we have to use the facts, the figures, the statistics, and show where we are coming from and where we are heading. We have to concentrate on that, you see me?
A man when you sit on the screen there, him at the target, you know. I mean, I beg all labor right bloggers, when you turn on the platform, them no want to step up the pace.
Yes,
At
man.
time, you have to step up the pace for this man.
I have been doing that in my own little circle in my political discussion.
Yeah, the time come to step up the pace for Mr. Campbell and can continue in that position.
Oh God.
This man at the right, they should never have been in politics for this period. From the last time, the mix-up that he got himself in, credibility should have been, you know, marred from this, or the kind of allegations made against him. Whether or not it was true, the fact that you can be perceived in that light is enough to disqualify you from being a public representative of the people of Jamaica.
Yeah, and then lie. Lie to you know.
Very dishonest guy, man. Very dishonest. You can't take nothing from what he said to serious. And it reflects the kind of thinking of the Peenpee, because I know as a big man that Michael Manley wouldn't have any space in our party for a person like that.
That's true, man.
Yeah.
But birds of a feather flock together, I'm not going to lie to you know.
Yeah, man, definitely. Guys, them the people that us the kind of mix up propagandists, the kind of people who no utilize them headspace in no productive way. Just at power at any cost for them distract you from the issues and mix up and lie. And these guys are, you see all the one in your row? Me I beg him to try and hide him, so they will kill him, you know. They will put that guy, sorry about that language, I forgot to use them language upon the ear. But I think his life is genuinely in danger, you know, because them a look for what him do as treason and a big betrayal to the party, and I worry about it.
Mr. Rowe well protected. That's why he able to leak where man leak. Man well protected.
Alright, so you know more than me. Happy to hear that.
I tell you, it was alleged that he was stabbed by a female in his community. So,
No go some other false information. No go so try them a try the situation for date and Campbell. You must learn pay and sense. You must have to Peenpee operate. Ship them a try ship the gold post.
but now I go say them over hurt him, but you can't trust that party. They are known of getting rid of their own.
They say ship them a ship the gold post. You realize that none of the big media house not care that news. Ship them a try ship the gold post, brother. False information.
But even the media houses do not carry truth. Yeah, this is something come out by cleaner. That the thing they are not being investigated and nationwide have to come out and say something totally different.
Yes, man. I'm glad you observed that. Because the cleaner
so you cannot watch media houses and what they are doing. What they are worried about the media houses that some of them not getting any business. Meaning they're not making enough money out of advertisement and so forth. So they blame the Prime Minister and they blame themselves. So people can find other ways of advertising because you people are not credible. And a lot of people not watch the news. Social media they can advertise on. So then they really need traditional media anymore because traditional media bring out nonsense.
That is so true. And the Gleaner realize now that they want a bailout. And the Prime Minister, well, the JLP certainly not going to do that. So them kind of angry at the JLP because if we go to Peenpee in power, then can get them big man and return some money and revive them.
Yes,
so they are in a very serious financial position, and them most of them now get the kind of help that them want from the JLP. So they are trying to do their best to destroy the government.
Because what I've seen, you know, if you check, you know, you have JIS. I think next one is PBC. And those. The local media houses, you know. If you notice, it's just clippings them bringing up. But some of those stuff, if you check CNN, you check the Fox News. Whenever the Prime Minister or somebody come up with something like that, it's also on those news. And that's what I'm saying. So they're not bringing on stuff to educate the Jamaican people.
Yeah, man, I know that. I see that.
They're bringing on stuff to make people bring down the government.
Yeah, that's the objective of the Gleaner. I see that long time. Anyway, I have to go make some calls and do some morning rounds and join back you guys. None of us come off of the year yet, you know. I just have to do my morning routine.
Well, make a run then, or come in and feel well. This is not my voice.
I know that, man. I hear that. But you know, come off of the thing, brother. I have time in another hour so we can have some more discussion. This man have to go, man.
I'm going to take a little break and come back. I take some medication.
All right, sir.
No, man, he can't continue in that position, you know.
No,
Yeah,
no.
so we are called. And we not top call now, we are called for the chairman of the ECJ. From Mr. Campbell be removed because he cannot continue in that position.
But guys, me, me listen. Me no hear from Mark going pertaining to the matter yet.
No. So we are going to get it today, we are going to get it fire today, you know, because we are going to push up more stick in the fire for it at there up.
No,
So come this evening, we are push more stick in the fire.
no, listen to this.
Huh.
I'm not found a name there.
A corrupt government cannot liberate the people. If the head of the stream is corrupt, the entire river will be also.
You know.
I do not support corruption. Corruption takes money away from children's education. It deprives.
And if Mark Bolin does not support corruption, why is Dayton Campbell still in that position?
That
Exactly.
And why is Norman Scott still in that position? And why Mia Swaby still in that position? According to Mark Bowles, said don't support corruption. Why is those people still in those positions? When millions of dollars of taxpayer money cannot be found. See, Mia Norman Scott down there give criminal element every month 1 million of Jamaican tax dollars. Plus a water truck, let's give them to operate fund. Eh? Can't work. And you're still there in them position.
hey, a long time. Peenpee corruption. So, you know.
Long time. Not just now. 18 years or more.
Well, when we win the third term, we need to go sit down in a parliament now and legislate that things like this can happen and political opponent or political incumbent, so whether JLP or PNP, this can no longer happen. So in a new election, after winning new term, we must now go there and legislate and put into law that if persons like Dayton Campbell are caught red-handed like the way he has caught allegedly, you know, he must be removed by a political act of parliament. Removed swiftly. See? And if he cannot be removed, he must at least, while an investigation is going on, he has to step aside then.
Yes. That's the right thing to do.
So we know what to do. We the people we know what to do. So I don't know why we just sit down.
And they need to review the local government act, need to go back before the review committee. That act need to go back over because there's some things in there that need to change.
That's true, man.
There are things that need to change, they need to review and some things more law need to be put in it. Where the mayor is concerned. If the money missing from and the mayor can't get account, you have to remove from him post with immediate effect.
Nathaniel, may I show you how PNP think? Right, because I hear Mr. Ingram this morning before them block him. See? Mr. Ingram is trying to tell the Jamaican people that where, or he's trying to ask the question, where does the Jamaican Prime Minister get money from? See? And I am saying to Mr. Ingram, the Prime Minister had been in politics for 28 years now. See? That little money that was invested, this is where he got the money. Has he not been given a salary all these years, Mr. Ingram?
Alright then.
If he was given a salary, and I will assume that as Prime Minister, the taxpayer would have taken care of all of his expenses. So when he get fee money, you don't have to touch. You know, can invest in money when you want to invest it, sir.
Exactly.
Plain and simple as that. So what we have fussed over $1.9 million. I look a bit of money that you know.
A PNP alone for take things. Them alone.
Look how much money Mark Golding rob up at the back of Jamaican poor people. Why they don't ask Mark Golding when getting money from? Then can't question him because they don't know nothing about their leader. Every time you ask them about Mark Golding, they know nothing.
Remember Finsack? From Peter Bunting.
They remember that. And then you know answer no question, you want to try steer things how we want to steer. Yeah, that they do all the while come on people platform for steer things and try to change the narrative.
The two intellect they can't go around the labor rights then.
That's the
Exactly.
biggest scam going on Jamaica, you know, Finsack, you know.
But anyway, guys, me not long with the program this morning, you know. I got left for you know. See? Quick and fast. I think 3 other labor rights is live, so wanna just find a place for one of them program there. See, now I'll be watching, but I gotta go, guys. See?
All right. Yeah, man. Big
Yeah,
up
big up on
yourself.
you.
Yeah, man.
Alright.
Yeah.
You know, come?